Hey guys, I want to talk about something today. It's been a while. I just checked my YouTube stats. My last video went out, 2 months ago, 3 months ago? My last music release went out 2 months ago. And it's not that I was not doing anything, it just never resulted into getting my music out. And I think it's a problem. Why it is so? You probably heard about gear acquisition syndrome, GAS. And I was always thinking about myself that I'm not really addicted to this, because the symptoms of this are that, you're always looking for the best gear, you're always looking for some more gear, and I thought that I have a reasonable amount of gears, but it turns out it hit me from the back. So it's not just acquisitions, right? You want to have a nice piece of gear, you go on the internet, you do your own research, you put a lot of energy trying to figure out which type of gear, which exact rig you need, what your favorite artists are using, you spend a lot of time, then you find the best deal, blah blah blah. All of this, we know the story, and then you end up with a big pile of the equipment that you never use. I think my personality has two perks. First, I really like to keep things in good shape. Means they have to be well maintained, they have to be in working conditions, and I kind of really care about things. I really care about gear. For instance, if I go on the concert and I have my cable and I, post gig, I'm like wrapping it up, I'm always using some rag to clean it, right? Nobody does this, or very little number of people do this. But I really like to have my equipment really tidy up, really well organized, and very well maintained. And that comes with a huge cost of actually maintaining all this gear. In some of my videos, I went through my instrument collection, and what I realized is that all of those instruments actually require maintenance. You need to change strings. If you have 4 guitars, multiply it by 4. If you have 2 clarinets, you have to maintain both of them. You have to oil them, blah blah blah, clean, and the list goes on and on and on, right? And this was actually hitting me pretty badly. And also from emotional side. For instance, if I need to record a guitar in a track and I pick it up and it has old strings that don't produce good sound, then I spend the time changing those strings first, and then I lose the momentum. Or even worse, if I know that I need to record a guitar and I know that it's not in good shape, I'm actually going to be avoiding recording this part because the guitar is not in good shape. So that's number one. And number two is the acquisition part, is that I actually have a lot of skills to repair devices. I know a little bit of electronics, I think I'm pretty good with mechanics, woodworking, metal, etc. And if I need a piece of gear, I usually buy an old one, used one, and often that is broken and has some parts missing or has some parts broken, and I can easily fix them up, right? That's a huge cost saver if you think about this, right? And this is the part that I was thinking, that I'm not into gear acquisition syndrome so much because I was not spending a lot of money on the equipment. But at the same time, I was buying some instruments, like a couple saxophones that I acquired. I had an idea that I want to learn how to, repair saxophones and maybe make a big hobby out of it, or maybe business. So I have a couple of them sitting around, and I learned how to fix them. I fixed one of them for my father, then I fixed a couple other ones, really vintage instruments. I really enjoyed the process, but I realized it's not my thing, but I still have the skills. So what is happening now, if I need I was swapping from alto to tenor, and I said, okay, I'm going to sell out all the altos and I'm going to buy a tenor. And of course, what I did is I bought an old vintage broken tenor that I need to restore now. And this is huge beat of time consumption. It's just insane. So the plan for today and the plan for the next couple of months is actually, because it's going to take longer than just a couple of days. First, I'm going to be selling all the instruments that I don't need. Any spare instruments, any instruments that I haven't been playing for, let's say, last 3 months. I have still a lot of equipment from my meditation live streams. Everything is going to go on the classified websites. I'm going to sell in that. Second piece, I'm going to do one-time effort to maintain all the instruments. All the instruments that I play regularly, I'm going to take the clarinet, I'm going to take the guitar, I'm going to take all the instruments, maintain them all in once, and call it a day. Hopefully that will be enough for another couple months, and I can then really focus on the music. And then the last part, which probably I will be recording in a couple other videos as well, is actually getting those saxophones and those broken instruments that are like sitting in my basement and actually on the back of my head. I'm gonna be repairing them and selling. So what is in my bucket list? I have one alto saxophone which I need to repair and sell. It's a really old vintage Honor. Really lovely instrument. It's, body is completed. I need to repat it and, send it over. I have my GH Hula tenor saxophone, which I need to overhaul. It has some bent rods and stuff and requires repatting. I'll be recording another video about this and how long it actually takes to, just to repat the saxophone. Then I have my current tenor saxophone, which just goes on sale. And I have also, I think, a sitar that I need to also reinforce the body. The one that we made with my wife, she made actually really nice artwork on the top layer of it. Need to do some things. So I hope if I make a focused effort to finish all of this work, hopefully that will enable me to do more music. At least that's the theory. Let's see how it goes. And of course I'm gonna ban myself from buying new stuff. That's as simple as that. So the plan for today is to take all of my instruments out, the ones that I play regularly, maintain them all, get to working condition, tuned condition, no issues whatsoever, and start from there. Hope you're gonna enjoy the process. Hey guys, thanks for watching me maintaining all of the instruments. Now you can see how much time it actually takes to, go through all of them, maintain them all, and keep them in a good working condition. You would be asking, Ilya, why can't you just take a, music gear tech and do all of this for you? The problem is, for guitars, for instance, in Germany, in Berlin specifically, I was not able to find a good tech who can do this in a reasonable time, with a reasonable price and a reasonable quality. So experience that I had was pretty bad, and all the good techs that I know of, they're all busy, they're all booked out. Waiting time is just a couple months. It's insane. And if you want to get just some simple work done by the shop nearby, again, 1 hour to go there, get it off, then wait a couple of exchanges, emails, go pick it up, and if the changing strings by myself it takes an hour, where is the win? I don't really see the situation. Yeah, that's probably my problem. You might have a different situation, but that's really applicable to me. Yeah, the same goes for the other instruments. Sometimes I have some, crazy instruments that nobody even knows how to maintain, right? Like zither or, I don't know, rhubarb or some other instruments. Really hard to find a good tech, so I'm doing it by myself. Anyway, I know it's probably not the best for me because I'm getting sunk into that process and it takes a lot of my energy. I don't know how to deal with it just yet. Hopefully I will figure this out later. Speaking about later, in the next couple of videos you might see me doing some crazy stuff. I'll be repairing, restoring some saxophones, guitars, whatever, zithers. Don't be scared, that's a new type of content you'll be seeing on my channel. Hopefully not for too long. Once I'm done with cleaning up my backlog of the project that I have, I'll be fully on focusing on the music that I'll be producing. Thanks for watching, see you in the next one.